From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Good Tuesday morning. We are tracking a fire in Umatilla County. It's the Duff Fire. It's burning about 7 miles to the south of Adena off of Duff Road. It's 300 acres. Don't have much word on containment. We'll keep a very close eye on this, and thankfully this is the only major fire that's burning in the region for now. That being said, it's going to be another hot one for today. Fire danger is going to be way up there for tomorrow as the winds are going to pick up, and thankfully after that we're going to trend cooler. Shower and thunderstorm chances going up into the end of the week. Wednesday is a first alert weather day, like I mentioned, because of the uptick in fire danger. It's going to be very windy and the vegetation is going to be critically dry, so fires could start or spread quickly in that environment. Back to this morning, temperatures in the 60s and 70s for lower elevation, 60s in the Cascades and 60s in the Blues as well. Your day planner forecast for lower elevation is going to be around 90 as soon as lunchtime, and then all of us for lower elevation is going to be within a few degrees to either side of 100. So a lot of heat and fire and showers and thunderstorms. All that coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
Straight ahead on Good Morning Northwest, a fire at a Yakima hotel has forced evacuations overnight. We're going to let you know who has stepped in to help people that were staying there.
And from City Hall to the federal courthouse, Pasco's mayor is taking on a new role. We have what it is and what's next for the city leadership.
And a big boost for young readers in our community thanks to a $12,000 grant. How the money aims to help keep kids learning as we get ready to start school.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest on your side.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal.
I'm Jade Elliott. It is Tuesday, August 12th, and some new information this morning coming out of Yakima.
That's right. A fire at the Bali High Motel in Yakima has forced people out of their rooms overnight.
Details still pretty limited in regards to what we know about this fire, but we do know that the hotel was evacuated completely, and now the Red Cross has stepped in. They've opened up an emergency shelter at the Summit View Church of Christ on North 72nd Avenue.
Volunteers are providing food, cots, and other urgent needs for anybody displaced by the fire.
We'll, of course, continue to follow the latest on this fire as new information becomes available. Right now, of course, the cause under investigation.
Continuing our fire watch, one started along I-82 near exit 113 in a surprising way. So a pickup truck lost an entire wheel yesterday afternoon, and sparks from the incident ignited the dry median just before 5:30. Firefighters had the flames under control in about 20 minutes, containing it to roughly an acre and a half. No one was hurt, but officials do warn to use caution when dealing with dry conditions.
In a crime alert this morning, Richland police are saying that a 66-year-old man has died after he was hit by a car. It happened around 11:30 yesterday, or on Sunday rather. Officers and medics responding to George Washington Way. Officers arriving to find that man who had died at the scene had been hit by a 40-year-old who was behind the wheel and believed to be intoxicated. Officials say that the driver was arrested on suspicion of vehicular homicide and booked into the Benton County Jail. Anyone with information on this is asked to contact Richland Police.
Now to Pasco, Pete Serrano, the now former mayor of the city, has officially been sworn in as the new U.S. Attorney for the Eastern District of Washington. He says he was surprised that this all happened so fast, and he's thankful to everybody who sent letters of support to the Trump administration on his behalf, which helped nominate him.
It's funny, I talked with my friends who got me out here 10 years ago to work for the Department of Energy, and one of the questions I asked them over text was, I mean, did you ever imagine where you would be and where I would be? He's risen through the ranks, Department of Energy, and obviously me in this position, and we kind of both chuckled. This wasn't really in the what's going to happen to Pete Serrano, bingo.
Now, the city is set to vote on a nominee for the new temporary mayor during their workshop meeting, and they'll then have 90 days to find a permanent replacement for the remainder of his term.
And it is, of course, back to school season, and Yakima Valley College is providing students an alternative path to their education. It's called the Step Up to College program. And this is going to help 16 to 21-year-old students that are disengaged from school. It's going to help them to get their high school diplomas or even their GEDs. The program is designed to be flexible in order to help students who have to work or have other obligations. And it can even take students in in the evenings in some districts. The program also works with nonprofit People for People to set students up for success post-graduation.
They're able to help with resumes, cover letters, internships, paid internships, scholarships, gas vouchers to get to class or, to those internships.
In order to sign up, students must first make sure that their school district has the program, and then they need to re-enroll in school to be a part of it.
Making a difference this morning, a local nonprofit is getting a big funding boost for a program that aims to keep kids reading.
Yeah, the Children's Reading Foundation of the Mid-Columbia received a $12,000 grant from Battelle, which operates Pacific Northwest National Laboratory in Richland.
Now that money will go towards the Read Up, Stop the Summer Slide program, and this is an effort to get more than 10,000 books into the hands of children across Benton and Franklin counties.
The goal is to make sure kids don't lose those valuable reading skills, and they try to keep them excited about learning year-round.
Love to see it. All right, keep it here because coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, we're taking a look at today's top business headlines, including Tesla making big moves in the United Kingdom. And after 30 years, the world says goodbye to dial-up. All the details coming up.
And giving you a beautiful live look outside this morning from our Legends Casino and Hotel Sky camera at Richland's Columbia Point. It is 7 minutes after 6 on this Tuesday. When we come back, Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth will have a look at your first alert forecast.
Tuesdays are my favorite day of the week because the single Papa Burger combos are just $5.99. And I wait all week for this.
And so do I.
And that's why I always get two.
The Tuesday Special at A&W.
For over 4 decades, the art of fine catering has been perfected by CG Catering in Kennewick. Well known for their luxurious bites, lavish delights, and precision in every portion, CG Catering will grace any event from groups of 10 to 3,000. Meticulous menus with seamless service for all occasions is their tradition. From remote locations to their local event center, repeat clients provide ongoing rave reviews as a testament to the unforgettable memories they have inspired. Call CG Catering for your next celebration.
Like most people, my days are nonstop. When I'm working, I need to stay focused, not worried about my finances. That's why I went looking for a bank that makes managing my money effortless. Apple was exactly what I needed. Helpful people with easy-to-use tools. Now, I spend less time stressing about money and more time doing the things I enjoy. Where do you credit union?
Why do patients and families immediately think of Good Shepherd? They trust our knowledge and expertise. They value the compassionate care we provide. They feel like they are being taken care of by family. From our renowned doctors and top-of-the-line technology to our state-of-the-art facilities, Good Shepherd Healthcare System. Patients first, always.
Should we push the timeline?
Will it hold?
Should we outsource? What do you think?
Do you engineer it to work? Or design it to move? Give them what they want.
It needs to be taller, faster.
Even cheaper.
Or take things to new places. You've got to build the right team. No, that's the one. Revise it, redo it, develop it. Keep pushing until it's right.
Introducing the business card that gives back all you put in. The new Chase Sapphire Reserve for Business.
It's hump day, and you know what that means. Hello, Country Fried Steak. Get a delicious meal for just $5.99 to make your Wednesday feel like the weekend. Yes, Wednesdays only, Country Fried Steak is just $5.99. Happy hump day from KFC.
This newscast sponsored by Mariano Morales Law. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. We do have an extreme heat warning today for our lower elevations. This runs until 10 p.m. for this evening. And then the National Weather Service in Pendleton has gone with a fire weather watch for pretty much all the region except for Morrow and Umatilla County. I will have to respectfully disagree with them on this. I think that both of those counties should be included, and that would be for tomorrow from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. And we'll take a deeper dive into some of the metrics on that a little bit later in the show. But for now, temperatures in Kittitas County in the 50s, 60s, and 70s, already 71 degrees in Vantage, 60s and 70s in the Yakima Valley as well. We're seeing the same spread of temperatures in the lower Columbia Basin, albeit almost down into the upper 50s in Hermiston. 60s and 70s for the Blue Foothills, and then 50s and 60s in the higher terrain of the Blue Mountains. So for today, for lower elevations, all of us within a few degrees of 100 degrees. So definitely pretty toasty stuff out there. And now let's talk about why this is happening. So you see the spinning blue H that's on the very bottom of the screen. That's high pressure. And when you think high pressure around this time of the year, think hot and dry. So that's what we're going to see for today. But then as we head into tomorrow, see this blue line with some of those blue spikes there? That is a cold front. That's going to pass. And when that happens, we'll have winds rushing out of the west. So with the uptick in winds and with the critically dry vegetation out there, that means that our fire danger will go up for tomorrow. And I'll touch more on vegetation dryness and then thankfully a cool down after that. So that's going to be coming up in a few minutes.
Thanks, Josh. 12 minutes after 6, and looking at your business headlines this morning, AOL, once the biggest name in internet service connectivity, is ditching dial-up.
So for many of you, this may come as a surprise to learn that AOL still is offering dial-up. So the internet service marks the early days of the World Wide Web.
Yes, of course, many remember in the 90s that familiar unmistakable sound of the dial-up connection. It was the signature tone of being able to get online. But as of 2023, only about 1% of U.S. households with internet subscriptions were using just dial-up.
AOL will stop offering it on September 30th, and it was like something like that. Yeah, that was our impression. It was a little off, but that's okay.
But very close.
Yeah. All right, the nation's largest private landlord has settled a price-fixing lawsuit with the federal government.
Greystar manages nearly 1 million rental units across the nation. The settlement bars Greystar from using a certain computer software.
Prosecutors said through RealPage, Greystar used algorithms to raise rents by illegally colluding with other landlords. They then could allegedly privately share pricing data in order to bump up prices collectively. Federal prosecutors said those actions allowed for maximizing profits while holding down competition.
Greystar admitted no wrongdoing in the settlement, but it agreed to cooperate with prosecutors in a separate investigation into RealPage. The company also agreed to external monitoring.
And finally, in your business news, Elon Musk wants to help power up the United Kingdom. His company Tesla has applied for a license to provide electricity to households across that region.
If Musk gets the nod from the British energy regulator, Tesla would then compete with several other large energy firms that currently supply electricity across England, Scotland, and Wales. Tesla already provides electricity to some residential properties in Texas.
All right, keep it here because coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, Josh Colbert is back with how your weather is shaping up. It's all in his first alert weather forecast, which is right after the break.
Welcome to Nob Hill Casino, your premier gaming destination. Experience the thrill of a Vegas-style casino featuring the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club and unlock exclusive rewards every time you play. Challenge your skills at our 16-lane bowling alley. Unwind with a drink at our cozy bar or enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner at the Last Frontier. The ultimate entertainment experience has something for everyone. Nob Hill Casino, where locals come to win.
The best bulls in the world have come to town. For bulls and their riders, those 8 seconds go by in a heartbeat. 8 seconds to become a champion or nothing. It's bull time, Kennewick. PBR bucks into Toyota Center September 5th and 6th. Get your tickets now at pbr.com/tickets or Ticketmaster.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
At Bruce Heating and Air, our technicians are not incentivized by commissions or to find problems. We only look for solutions to keep you cool. Now through September 30th, receive rebates up to $1,650 off on a new Daikin Fit system.
Add more action to your summer at the Horse Heaven Roundup. August 19th through the 23rd. World-class cowboys and cowgirls are coming to Kennewick to compete in one of the top-ranked PRCA rodeos for a chance at more than $200,000. All seats are reserved, so get yours today at BentonFranklinFair.com and take in the action on the best week of summer. August 19th through the 23rd at the Horse Heaven Roundup.
Take a flight over the beautiful Pend Oreille and Priest Rivers.
The Priest River is always calm, especially in the mornings. People that are more experienced can go out on the Pend Oreille River.
Fly the Northwest.
You can row for miles and miles.
Apple Valley News Now at 6 tonight.
Next 5, Liam Hemsworth, Edie Falco, plus Tyler James Williams from Abbott Elementary, and a boxing balloon challenge.
Prepare to be blown away.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now. The 3-Degree Guarantee, sponsored by Legends Casino Hotel.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Tomorrow is a First Alert weather day as there's going to be that uptick in fire danger, especially for lower elevations, very windy, and the vegetation is going to be critically dry. Let's show you how we get there. First for today, lots of sunshine, another beautiful day, but another hot day as all lower elevations are going to be within a couple degrees of 100 degrees, even the mountains getting into the 80s and 90s. Vegetation dryness going to be significant in the Cascades and the upper Yakima Basin, critically dry for most of the rest of the region. The saving grace for today is that the wind gusts not going to be too significant, but still the fire danger for today is certainly not going to be zero. And then for tonight, mostly clear skies, could have a little bit of light upper level haze downwind of a fire that we're tracking on the west side, but we're not expecting any significant reductions to air quality, and overnight lows going to find themselves back in the 60s and 70s for lower elevations, 50s and 60s up in the mountains. Okay, for tomorrow, a little bit of good news. We're going to be cooler. That's where the good news ends, as vegetation dryness is going to be critical for lower elevations, and the wind gusts are going to be paramount to this forecast. As across the map, it's going to be breezy/windy. Some of those gusts between 30 to 50 miles per hour. 50 miles per hour there being in the Kittitas Valley. So in this environment, fires could start or spread quickly. Please exercise all the fire safety you've learned throughout the years. All right, that cooling trend from Tuesday to Wednesday, that's going to continue into Thursday and beyond. We'll end up being about 5 to 10 degrees cooler than normal for this time of the year. So that is encouraging. That's going to help out with vegetation dryness, and this is going to help out as well. Shower and thunderstorm chances going up, especially for Friday and Saturday. We'll have more to say about these chances a little bit later in the week. Okay, here's the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Around 100 today, a bit cooler but a higher fire risk on Wednesday, then much cooler for Thursday and beyond. In Yakima, very hot Tuesday, dangerous fire weather tomorrow, then a big cool down with showers and thunderstorms becoming more likely Friday and Saturday. In Ellensburg, highs around 100 today, wind gusts around 50 miles per hour tomorrow, and then cooler and wetter for the end of the week. In Hermiston, highs get above 100 Tuesday, cooler but with an increased fire risk on Wednesday, then mid-80s Thursday through Monday with some small shower chances. Finally, for Walla Walla, very hot stuff today, a cooler and wetter trend after that, but first we got to get through some tough fire weather for Wednesday.
Back and forth and up and down, but hey, something for everybody every week. It's been like that.
Every week this summer.
Yeah.
I know,
it's been
kind
crazy.
of wild. Yeah, okay. Well, still much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Coming up in your entertainment headlines, a much anticipated album is ready to drop, and a $1 billion deal just hit sports fans. We have these stories and more coming up after the break at 6:20.
At
Smoke City for Less, we understand every smoker is unique. Explore our over 1,500 vape flavors and specialty curated selection of tobacco products. Your perfect flavor and blend awaits at any of Smoke City for Less 6 locations. Save your pennies. Smoke City for Less has the lowest prices. Find the best vape mods, batteries, kratom, and specialty products too. Our knowledgeable staff is always on hand to provide personalized recommendations. Smoke City for Less. We smoke the competition.
In an instant, your world can shatter. At Quantum Legal, we understand injuries can be an immense burden, taking a toll on your body and leaving you drowning in medical expenses. Battling insurance companies without legal representation will make matters worse. We are committed to advocating for your deserved compensation. Quantum Legal, where compassion meets justice.
Poor maintenance, old tires, bad brakes, that could be why the big truck hit you. At my law firm, we have a team that knows big truck wrecks. Big truck insurance companies know that we have the knowledge and experience to get you paid everything you deserve. Call the heavy hitter. When I call the insurance companies, they listen. Hit by a big truck, I know how to be their insurance companies. I'm attorney Mariano Morales, the big truck heavy hitter.
The heavy hitter is the one for you. Call 853-2222.
Today, too many of us walk away from our primary care appointments feeling rushed and unheard.
We were frustrated too, so we decided to change the quality of healthcare here in the Tri-Cities.
At Primary Care at the PC, we take the time to truly listen. With 1 hour-long appointments, we care about the whole you. You don't have to be a member to be our patient, but once you're here, you might want to be.
Now welcoming new patients. Book your appointments online or call us at 509-783-5465. Primary Care at the PC. Play hard, live well.
Call Vance when you need a friendly, reliable electrician. We'll keep your home safe with electrical services and equipment upgrades. Save $50 on any electrical service. Don't leave it to chance. Call Vance.
Have you heard about refractive lens exchange? K2 Vision RLE means no glasses, no contacts, and no readers permanently. And you'll never develop a cataract.
No glasses or readers. K2 Vision RLE.
Step right up to a Ben Franklin Transit Bus for a free ride to the Benton Franklin Fair and Rodeo. Load your strollers, bring your backpacks, and carry on your lawn chairs to get to the fair from 6 park and ride locations across Kennewick, Pasco, and Richland. That's 6 locations to park your car and ride for free on BFT. It's the fastest way in and out of the fair. Free fast fare to the Benton Franklin Fair to see the animals, ride the rides, and cheer on rodeo royalty. Don't forget about the summer concert series with artists like Jake Owen, Daughtry, and Winona. See you there at the Benton Franklin Fair.
Welcome back, 623 in your entertainment headlines this morning. No cruel summer for Taylor Swift fans.
The Grammy winner has announced her new album. It's titled The Life of a Showgirl. So the surprise announcement for Swift's 12th album came out at 12:12 this morning.
I love some repetition.
You do.
Swift released the news as part of a sneak peek for her upcoming appearance on New Heights podcast, hosted by Travis Kelce and his brother Jason. In the clip, she pulls out a mint green briefcase with her initials TS written in orange.
You know she loves her Easter eggs, so Swift has not released any other information, but there will likely be more details when her much-awaited podcast appearance on New Heights releases tomorrow. Exciting stuff. Not for Jade.
I'm not a huge Swiftie.
Not a huge Swiftie either, but I hope I like this one. All right, in more entertainment news, Paramount has bought Ultimate Fighting Championship media rights for $7.7 billion, and this landmark deal was just announced yesterday.
The UFC's 13 marquee events and 30 fight nights will start streaming exclusively on Paramount Plus beginning next year. A select number of events will be simulcast on CBS, Paramount's leading broadcast network.
The agreement is for 7 years and moves UFC events away from UFC's existing pay-per-view model.
Interesting. And in more entertainment news, actress Fran Drescher will soon have one less thing on her plate. She's not running for re-election as president of the Screen Actors Guild Awards, or Screen Actors Guild, the American Federation of Television and Radio Artists Union.
She was first elected president of the union in 2021. She was then re-elected 2 years later, and she notably led the union during its historic strike in 2023.
The nanny doing big things. Well, among those seeking to replace Drescher include actors Sean Astin and Chuck Slavin. SAG-AFTRA Members will receive their ballots next week and will have about a month to turn them in.
I still love all the outfits from the nanny.
From the nanny. They're so good.
Still fire, yeah.
Every day, yeah. All right, so much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. A wild weekend of chases, a suspect hiding in seaweed, another surrounded by rattlesnakes. We're going to let you know how deputies caught both of them.
And thousands of Washington kids heading outside this summer. Details on the state program that's making sure cost isn't a barrier to adventure. It's all coming up in your next half hour.
Tuesdays are my favorite day of the week because the single Papa Burger combos are just $5.99. And I wait all week for this.
And so do I.
And that's why I always get two.
The Tuesday Special at A&W.
When you own your own business, you own every decision. And with over $2,500 in annual value, now own the card that rewards you for it. Introducing the business card that gives back all you put in. The new Chase Sapphire Reserve for Business.
When it comes to legal matters, you need someone you can trust. At Morphine Law Firm, we are sincerely grateful for the last 5 years of trust and support you've given our firm. Your trust and support have been a major driving force behind our mission for justice. We offer free consultations, and we may not always tell you what you want to hear, but we try to steer you in the right direction. We appreciate your continued trust and confidence in Morphine Law Firm.
Stay busy this summer with the City of Pasco. Enjoy open swim at Memorial Aquatic Park from 1 to 5:45 p.m. every day, with lap swim weekdays at noon, or sign up for swim lessons throughout the summer. Join the all-ages Beat the Heat Run Walk Club on Wednesday mornings to earn entries for an end-of-summer prize drawing. Check out free, family-friendly movies and music at Pasco Parks, plus many more activities and events, all listed online at pascoparksandrec.com.
There's still time to save with Bi-Mart's latest savings book. Find it online or pick one up in store today. Savory Prime Duck Jerky for dogs is $6 off. Storeware's 5-tier resin shelf is just $34.99. Campbell's Chunky Soups are $2.99. Plus save on school supplies. Oxford 1-subject notebooks are just 33 cents. And find Crayola 24-count crayons for 47 cents. Save through August 18th at Bi-Mart since 1955.
Before, our service would be in and out. We wanted to switch to T-Mobile to make sure that we have better coverage.
T-Mobile is now the best network, and with the most satellites, we're connecting hundreds of thousands in places where cell towers can't reach with T-Satellite.
I signed up for T-Satellite to give me peace of mind as a mom that makes life better knowing that it's there when we need it.
Upgrade to the best network. Right now, T-Mobile will pay off 4 phones up to $3,200. Plus, hook you up with 4 new phones on us. Switch today.
When you own your own business, you own every decision. And with 8 times points on Chase Travel, now own the card that rewards you for it. Introducing the business card that gives back all you put in. The new Chase Sapphire Reserve for Business.
It's hump day, and you know what that means. Hello, Country Fried Steak. Get a delicious meal for just $5.99 to make your Wednesday feel like the weekend. Yes, Wednesdays only, Country Fried Steak is just $5.99. Happy hump day from KFC.
Rowing on North Idaho Rivers. Apple Valley News Now, tonight at 6. This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest. On your side.
Good Tuesday morning. Thanks so much for waking up with us, joining us here for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jade Elliott.
I'm Jessica Jalal.
And I'm Josh Colbert.
101, 3-degree guarantee. It's a 101.
Absolutely. Yesterday, I went with 101 for Pasco Tri-Cities, and I verified at 101. I'm still doing it.
Everybody do it at home.
So the jackpot's now up to 150. So for today, here are the stakes. Going with the forecast high of 102. If it verifies between 99 to 105, the jackpot's going to hit 175. If that doesn't happen, the jackpot could be yours. Find out how to win the jackpot by going to applevalleyNewsNow.com, clicking on the contest page. You can scan the QR code that's on your screen. Okay, bottom line for the forecast, like you just saw, it's going to be another hot day for today. A little bit cooler for Wednesday, but the fire danger going up as the winds pick up. And then after that, the trend is encouraging. Will be cooler, but there will be some showers and thunderstorms in the mix. So again, for tomorrow, First alert weather day, as it is going to be windy. The vegetation is going to be critically dry, so fires could start or spread quickly in these conditions. Let's take it back to this morning. 60s and 70s for lower elevations, 50s and 60s in the Cascades, 50s and 60s in the Blues as well. Here's your hour-by-hour forecast for today for the Tri-Cities. Going to be into the mid-80s as soon as 10 this morning, around 90 at lunchtime. And then for the hottest part of the day, we're going to be around 100. All lower elevation spots are going to be within a few degrees of 100 degrees to either side. So hot stuff for today. I'll take you on that zone-by-zone tour of today's Toasty Tuesday forecast. That's going to be coming up in a few minutes.
All right, thanks so much, Josh. We begin this half hour of news with a crime alert out of Benton County. Deputies had a pretty wild weekend.
It all started in Benton City when a man with felony warrants ran from a deputy, stripped down, and then jumped into the river. So Pasco's K-9 team helped search, but the suspect slipped away, hiding in what he called seaweed.
Well, he didn't get far. Another squad was able to track him down on Monday and took him into custody.
And that wasn't the only chase. Deputies also responded to a burglary in Findlay.
Yeah, when the suspect there spotted him, he ran into a ravine. Well, a drone was able to pinpoint his location, and when he realized that he couldn't outrun it, he surrendered.
Getting him out safely wasn't easy, though. Deputies had to dodge rattlesnakes and scorpions along the way.
Yikes.
Oof.
The city of Waitsburg in Walla Walla County is breaking new ground with a first-of-its-kind project for the region. After years of their community pool sitting closed, Waitsburg is ready to turn the page. Apple Valley News Now's Monique Garcia shows us the city's bold new vision for the once empty space.
For years, the Waitsburg pool sat empty, a reminder of summers past. But now, city leaders are turning a chilly challenge into a cool opportunity. City Administrator Randy Hinchell says after brainstorming what to do with the unused pool, a frosty idea took shape.
The idea came up to convert it to an ice rink. It kind of took off from there, where we looked at a bunch of different options and costs and kind of landed on this notion of filling it in and doing a synthetic ice rink.
Hinchell hopes this new winter attraction will put Waitsburg on the map and bring some much-needed foot traction to town.
What we kind of decided, because there's, in the wintertime, there's not exactly a whole lot of things going on in the city. And so we thought, well, if we could convert it to an ice rink and provide something as an activity during the winter months to kind of encourage visitors to the city, we're hopeful that it'll spur some economic development.
But the city's plans don't stop once the ice melts. Hinchell says this rink will be a year-round hub of fun.
We would pull up the panels and then convert it over to a skate park. We haven't picked out the ramps or the other items that go with it, but that's the thought process behind it, to make it dual purpose, so it's not just used for just a few months, it's available to be used all year round.
Of course, turning a dream into a reality takes more than just imagination. Grant funding helped make this vision possible.
We were able to apply for and secure a $102,000 grant with Walla Walla County for the project, which, had we not received that, we wouldn't even be considering it.
Right now, the pool has been filled in, and the city is waiting for the perfect moment to pour the concrete. Hinchell says the summer heat is too intense for the next step, so construction will pick up again in early fall. The city also plans to cozy up the pool office for those chilly winter days. Reporting in Waitsburg, Monique Garcia, Apple Valley News Now.
And the city administrator says that they are hopeful to have the new synthetic ice rink up and running by this winter.
Now it is back to school season, and thousands of kids in Washington have the chance to explore the outdoors, all thanks to a state program aimed at breaking down barriers to nature. The No Child Left Inside program, run by the Washington State Parks and Recreation Commission in partnership with the state's Recreation and Conservation Office, is awarding more than $1 million in grants to 15 organizations, all in 11 counties. The funding will help more than 2,500 children take part in outdoor recreation and education programs. This is everything from camping trips to nature skills training, and the projects will provide over 140,000 hours in Washington's mountains, rivers, and forests.
There's programs that we've seen like in Walla Walla that takes a rising class of freshmen, so all 8th graders that are getting ready to go to their freshman year of high school, they get to go together to a weekend camp to build that community, to learn some outdoor skills, and then help them build camaraderie for their freshman year of high school.
The programs began last month and will run through June 2027, and State Parks expects to open applications for the next round of No Child Left Inside grants in August 2026.
6:35, and this summer, Jeffrey and Mary Johnson's 47-year-old air conditioning unit broke down, of course, leaving them in the heat.
But now the couple is celebrating, this after receiving a new unit all for free. So the TriQ Credit Union and Campbell & Co. chose to donate the new HVAC unit to the Johnsons, and the donation is part of a project that TriQ started a couple of months ago, giving HVACs to those in need.
Jeffrey Johnson recently spent time in the hospital due to heat stroke, and he says that he is excited and very thankful for the new unit.
Very grateful.
Yes.
And anybody to get in this kind of program be very welcomed.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you say?
Yeah.
Other than thank you.
TriQ works with partner companies such as Campbell & Co. to pick each recipient of a free HVAC. Love to see it.
I know, and I believe they're going to do another one in September as well.
Ooh, exciting.
Yeah.
We'll be covering that too.
Yeah. All right, 6:36. So much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Coming up, a hometown favorite teeing off close to home. How Kennewick's Teresa Warner is using local fan energy to drive towards her LPGA dream.
But first, Josh Colbreth will have another look at your weather forecast. Keep it here. We'll be right back in just a few minutes.
Overturf Kia has officially relocated to Pasco, offering faster service and a brand new state-of-the-art facility designed for maximum customer service satisfaction. Experience? Drive-in climate-controlled service entrance for comfort and convenience. Expanded service capability with top-of-the-line bays to serve you better and faster. Comprehensive parts department. Relaxing customer lounge and refreshments. Great selection of high-quality and warranty-backed certified pre-owned Kias. Larger new car inventory with over 100 vehicles in stock, including hard-to-find hybrids and EVs, all ready to drive home. Grand opening specials include a new 2025 Kia K4 LXS with all the popular options, just $23,015. Shop online anytime. Overturf Kia, south of the Road 100 roundabout on St. Thomas Drive in Pasco.
From Apple Valley News Now, this is Medically Speaking.
My name is Lauren Martin. I started to work out at Hanford in 1982, and for 20 years I worked with the fleet, repairing cranes, locomotives, cars, ambulances, fire trucks, everything. After 20 years, then I came down with a disease. There are some very, very expensive drugs, and my copay on that is $0. All I have to do is pick up the phone, and it's there.
So we'll definitely evaluate their past employment. As a registered nurse myself, I'll look through their medical records and I'll look to see maybe what medical conditions they have, and we'll be very upfront with them, honest about whether they do have a claim that could warrant benefits or not, and just kind of let them know what those next steps are, the timeline of how long it could take for them to get approved.
Welcome to Nob Hill Casino, your premier gaming destination. Experience the thrill of a Vegas-style casino featuring the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club and unlock exclusive rewards every time you play. Challenge your skills at our 16-lane bowling alley. Unwind with a drink at our cozy bar, or enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner at the Last Frontier. The ultimate entertainment experience has something for everyone. Nob Hill Casino, where locals come to win.
It's time to lose your generic weather app. Scan this QR code to download the Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather app. It's the app you need from the team you trust.
The Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather app, only from Apple Valley News Now, on your side.
Next live, Liam Hemsworth, Edie Falco, plus Tyler James Williams from Abbott Elementary, and a boxing balloon challenge.
Prepare to be blown away.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Let's go ahead and take you on that zone-by-zone tour of today's forecast. We start off in Kittitas County, where it is going to be hot. We'll be in the mid-80s up towards Snoqualmie Pass, around 100 in Ellensburg, and these gusts between 20 to 30 miles per hour. Then in the Yakima Valley, these highs going to be in the low 100s. A little bit breezy today, especially in the upper Yakima Valley. Some of those gusts between 15 to 20 miles per hour. Keep in mind, the fire potential for today is certainly not going to be zero, but it's not going to be as high as it will be for tomorrow. The highs in the basin, at least in Benton County, going to span from about 102 to 104, officially going with 102 in the Tri-Cities. These gusts also between 15 to 20 miles per hour. And then in the foothills, highs in the Morrow County foothills in the mid to upper 90s, around 100 for the rest of the foothills, and then 80s and 90s even for the higher terrain of the Blue Mountains. These wind gusts predominantly out of the north, between 15 to 20 miles per hour. So we'll talk about the uptick in fire danger coming up here in a few minutes. But first, I wanted to talk about the heat safety, the heat risk, and of course, the ensuing heat safety for today. If you're going to walk the pets, the earlier in the morning, the better. If you're going to be outside, well, if anyone's going to be outside, of course, be sure to stay hydrated with water, take plenty of breaks in the shade, and check up on those vulnerable populations, especially the elderly. But back to the fire risk for tomorrow, talk about the winds, the vegetation dryness, and the cool down after the fact. That's going to be coming up in a few minutes.
Thanks, Josh. 6:41. And in sports news this morning, Wild Horse Resort and Casino is preparing to host one of Eastern Oregon's premier sporting events as the countdown begins for the 4th annual Epson Tour tournament.
So the resort will welcome 144 of the world's top rising stars in women's golf. This will be August 15th through the 17th. It's a major stop on the official qualifying tour of the LPGA.
So the tournament represents more than just competitive golf. It also serves as a showcase for the region and a launching pad for professional careers.
I want to make the course as tough as it can be for the players. As you can see, it's pretty wide open, and so the players can really hit the ball wherever they want and still have an approach to the green.
This is the 4th year Wild Horse Resort and Casino will host the Epson Tour for the Ladies Golf Classic.
And George says a tournament like this helps put Eastern Oregon on the map.
Yeah, so speaking of Kennewick native and a gnat in here, we're
kind of doing some, golf moves, trying to get this bug out of our faces.
It landed on my face.
Yep, I saw it.
Okay. We're gonna try to get past that.
Your golf moves.
Kennewick native, yeah. A professional hitting the stage, a Southridge High School alum, back now here in the Northwest, looking to punch her ticket to the LPGA.
So Therese Warner, now in her 2nd season on the Epson Tour, is playing in her 4th Wild Horse Ladies Golf Classic, just about an hour from her hometown. And she says competing close to family and friends brings extra motivation. And she hopes to show young women golfers that anything is possible.
I hope that all of the juniors and high school players see this, that we're out here playing and that they can do it too.
The Epson Tour is the final step before the LPGA, and Warner says her history with this course could give her a little advantage.
She adds Wild Horse offers a challenging layout that requires strategy, but it's the fan support that makes it special.
Yeah, wishing her the best.
Yeah.
All right, so much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Your morning sprint, everything you need to know as you head out the door this morning. And giving you a live look outside from our Dust Devils camera in Pasco, Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth will be back with your full first alert forecast. And we're going to try to get the gnat out of the studio during the commercial break.
Someone golf club it out of here. Brittany with the bat it out of here.
Maintenance, old tires, bad brakes, that could be why the big truck hit you. Hit by a big truck? I know how to beat their insurance companies. I'm attorney Mariano Morales, the big truck heavy hitter.
Call 853-2222.
Hold on tight. Walla Walla Fair and Frontier Days is back August 27th through the 31st. And the rodeo is coming in hotter than ever. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Get ready for the heart-pounding action, fearless cowboys and cowgirls, and edge-of-your-seat excitement as the biggest rodeo round takes over the fairgrounds. Food, fun, and thrills. Walla Walla's biggest tradition is coming in hotter than ever. Get your tickets now at wallawallafairgrounds.com.
For 25 years, you've made Triple Play more than just a place to play. You've turned it into a place where memories are made. We want to thank our amazing guests and community From birthday parties to company outings and spontaneous weekend adventures, your memories are what make Triple Play special. Here's to 25 years of fun and many more to come. Thank you for being part of our story.
At Columbia Basin Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons, your safety is our top priority. We are the only board-certified oral and maxillofacial surgery experts in wisdom tooth removal and dental implant placement in the Tri-Cities. With years of experience and a commitment to excellence, we ensure every patient receives safe, personalized treatment. Ask your dentist to refer you to the Tri-Cities experts in oral surgery, Columbia Basin Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons. We look forward to meeting you.
Hi, I'm renovation expert Scott McGilvery. I know bath remodeling and I've seen all the gimmicks. Buy now, half off, free installation. This is why I work with Bathfitter. With 40 years of experience and 2 million installs, I trust their integrity. Bathfitter gives you a fair price and sticks to it with a lifetime warranty. You don't need gimmicks, just a partner you can trust. Bathfitter, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
With a new Toyota from Toyota's National Sales Event, summer plays on. Whether you're teaching the art of tailgating, showing up for the home team, or finding the ultimate skybox, with a new Toyota, you can keep summer playing anywhere.
Right now, during Toyota's National Sales Event, you can lease a stylish new 2025 Camry for just $299 a month.
Come in today.
Toyota, let's go places.
Poor maintenance, old tires, bad brakes, that could be why the big truck hit you. Hit by a big truck? I know how to be their insurance companies. I'm attorney Mariana Morales, the big truck heavy hitter.
Call 853-2222.
Apple Valley News Now, the official television home of the Seattle Kraken. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Yep, tomorrow is a First Alert Weather Day as there's going to be the potential for large fire starts in our lower elevations. It's going to be windy and the vegetation is going to be critically dry. We'll show you how we get there. So first for today, another beautiful day, lots of sunshine, but it's going to be another hot one as a lot of us for lower elevations are going to be hotter than 100 degrees, 103 for the Hanford site, 102 for the Tri-Cities, 101 in Yakima. And the vegetation is going to be critically dry for today as well for lower elevations in the lower Yakima Basin of the Cascades. In the upper Yakima Basin, a significant level of vegetation dryness. But the saving grace with today's forecast is that the wind gusts aren't going to be too strong, although they could still gust upwards of 35 miles per hour in the Kittitas Valley. Then for tonight, clear skies, although we could have some patchy areas of haze downwind of this fire that's burning on the west side, but not expecting any big time reductions to air quality. And overnight low is going to be down into the 60s and 70s for lower elevations, 50s in the Cascades, 50s and 60s in the Blues. Okay, for tomorrow, good news, bad news, worse news. The good news is that we're going to be a little bit cooler. The bad news is that vegetation dryness is still going to be critical for the valleys, for the basin, and for the foothills. And then the worst news of all will be this, the winds. They are going to be rampant throughout the day. They could gust anywhere between 30 to 50 miles per hour, the fastest wind gust being in the Kittitas Valley. So with that combination of ingredients, fires could start or spread quickly. Now, thankfully, the cooling trend is going to be just that, a trend as we head into the weekend and for the beginning of next week. High temperatures will land at about 5 to 10 degrees cooler than normal for this time of the year. That's going to coincide with shower and thunderstorm chances going up for Friday and Saturday. We'll have a lot more to say about that later in the week. Here's the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Around 100 today, a bit cooler, but a higher fire risk on Wednesday, then much cooler for Thursday and beyond. In Yakima, very hot Tuesday, dangerous fire weather tomorrow, then a big cool down with showers and thunderstorms becoming more likely Friday and Saturday. In Ellensburg, highs around 100 today, wind gusts around 50 miles per hour tomorrow, and then cooler and wetter for the end of the week. In Hermiston, highs get above 100 Tuesday, cooler but with an increased fire risk on Wednesday, then mid-80s Thursday through Monday with some small shower chances. Finally, for Walla Walla, very hot stuff today, a cooler and wetter trend after that, but we first got to get through some tough fire weather for Wednesday. Now let's head out to New York City to see what's ahead on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, Meredith and Madeline Gaudreau open up.
It was just a regular day. The boys were going to golf and the girls were having lunch.
There's no healing when you didn't get a goodbye.
I sat down with the widows of hockey players Johnny and Matthew Gaudreau, nearly a year after their tragic deaths. The night of August 29, 2024, they were struck and killed by an alleged drunk driver while riding bicycles on the eve of their sister's wedding.
If you ask us to name our favorite players, they've got to be, both boys are going to be among them.
Well, there's a huge hole in our lineup. There's even a larger one in our hearts.
If you think about driving after a few beers or a fun night, please, please, please do not.
And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have much more with Meredith and Madeline Gaudreau. With your GMA First Look, I'm Will Reeve, ABC News, New York.
Despite being on an antidepressant, I was still masking my depression symptoms.
My doctor said it could be because my antidepressant alone wasn't enough, so she recommended an add-on treatment. She recommended adding Rexulti.
When taken with an antidepressant, Rexulti was proven to significantly reduce depression symptoms, more than an antidepressant alone.
So with my antidepressant, Rexulti could provide a boost.
Elderly people with dementia-related psychosis have increased risk of death or stroke. Antidepressants may increase suicidal thoughts and actions and worsen depression in children and young adults. Call your healthcare provider right away to report new or sudden changes in mood, behavior, thoughts, or feelings, or if you develop suicidal thoughts or actions. Report fever, stiff muscles, and confusion, which can be life-threatening, or uncontrolled muscle movements, which may be permanent. High blood sugar can lead to coma or death. Weight gain, increased cholesterol, unusual urges, dizziness on standing, falls, seizures, trouble swallowing, or sleepiness may occur.
Could adding Rexulti
be right for you?
Ask your doctor about adding Rexulti.
Now, the morning sprint.
Time is 6:52. It's time for your morning sprint. We're going to start by looking at your national headlines. So Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. making a visit to the CDC headquarters, and this comes after Friday's shooting outside of the Atlanta-based facility. Authorities say a gunman repeatedly fired at 4 buildings, at least 4, on the campus from a CVS store across from the main entrance. A local county police officer who encountered the gunman was shot and killed, and officials saying 30-year-old Patrick Joseph White took his own life inside the store a short time later. White's family told investigators he was angry about the COVID-19 vaccine and believed it made him sick.
6:52, taking a look at your business headlines this morning. Elon Musk is threatening Apple with legal action. He alleges the company is keeping the artificial intelligence app Grok ranked below ChatGPT. Grok is a product of a company called xAI, which Musk owns. He accused the company of violating antitrust violations. Right now, ChatGPT is #1 in top free apps section of the iPhone App Store, while Grok is #6. Musk says xAI will take immediate legal action.
In your health headlines this morning, you may want to take a second look at a snack you may have bought at Target. Favorite Day Bakery frosted sugar cookies have been recalled, and this is for about 800 cases in the 10-count, 13.5-ounce packages. The voluntary recall was issued by Give and Go Prepared Foods Corp on July 22nd, and the FDA says it's due to the potential of foreign material contamination. That material is said to be wood. So if you have these, throw them away or return it.
53, and taking a look at your top 5 local things you need to know this morning. A fire at the Bali High Motel in Yakima has forced people out of their rooms overnight. American Red Cross has stepped up and opened an emergency shelter at Summit View Church of Christ on North 72nd Avenue, providing food and cots and other items that anyone who was displaced may need. The fire under investigation.
And a fire along I-82 near exit 113 was sparked in a surprising way yesterday. That's when a pickup truck lost an entire wheel, and sparks from the incident ignited the dry median. This burned about an acre and a half before firefighters got it under control. Luckily, no one was hurt, but officials are warning drivers to use extra caution in dry conditions.
And in Richland, police say a 66-year-old man has died after being hit by a car Sunday night on George Washington Way. We're told the 40-year-old driver was found to be intoxicated and was arrested for vehicular homicide.
And Benton County deputies had a wild weekend, starting with a man in Benton City who ran from a deputy, stripped down, and jumped into the river. He hid in what he called seaweed, but was arrested Monday. In a separate incident, a burglary suspect in Findlay ran into a ravine, only to be found by a drone, and deputies had to avoid rattlesnakes and scorpions to bring him out.
And the Children's Reading Foundation of Mid-Columbia just got a $12,000 grant from Battelle. The money will help get more than 10,000 books to kids across Benton and Franklin counties this summer, and they want to just keep those reading skills strong and spirits high as we get ready to start school. All right, 6:55, taking a look at what is trending this morning. It is time to go retro. Today is National Vinyl Record Day.
Ooh, so if you're not in the habit of listening to LPs, you could go find your old turntable in the attic or basement, hook it up, and spin some tunes.
While vinyl records left the music industry mainstream decades ago, they've made a comeback among audiophiles.
Yeah, some top artists like Taylor Swift, Tyler the Creator, and Billie Eilish have all been releasing their albums on vinyl in recent years.
That is so true. I feel like it's back to being a thing.
Oh,
I feel like a lot of people are collectors of vinyl, so I'm always keeping an eye out to see if there's anything interesting.
Yeah,
not for myself, but
do y'all have a favorite vinyl?
No, I don't really collect them, but I think it's cool for people who have them, you know.
I had, when I was a kid, I had a Big Bird from Sesame Street, a Big Bird record player.
Oh, very cool.
Do you still have it?
I don't still have it, no. And so one of my favorites, I had a Stevie Wonder 45 vinyl, and I had a Whitney Houston.
Stevie Wonder on the Big Bird one. That's I love
it's
that.
Classic.
Yeah.
And it shows my age.
No, not at all.
All right, get us out the door. It's going to be another triple-digit day.
Toasty. Look at these temperatures already. It's 72 up towards the Hanford site, 71 in Walla Walla at 6:56 in the morning. So that's an indicator of what we'll experience for the hottest part of the day. Around 100 for lower elevations, about 10 degrees hotter than normal for the early to middle portion of August. Bottom line for the forecast, another hot day for today, a little bit cooler for tomorrow, but that's going to come with a price to pay as the winds are going to pick up, the fire danger is going to increase as well, and then after that the trend is encouraging. Cooler, but shower and thunderstorm chances do go up for Friday and Saturday. Speaking of the fire danger for tomorrow, first alert weather day for Wednesday, the potential for large fires in lower elevations as it's going to be windy. Vegetation is going to be critically dry, so please exercise all the fire safety for tomorrow, especially all the heat safety, especially for today.
And thank you guys for watching Good Morning Northwest. You can always find the latest up on our website. That's applevalley.newsnow.com.
Good Morning America's up next. We'll, of course, be back tonight at 5 with your local news and weather.
Have a great day.